Hello, I am no Moshing, and this is Shadowrun Returns with the face character. Fun fact, the first time that I went to record this video, I literally sat down and said hello, and somebody outside started mowing their lawn. So I was like, well, fuck, forget it. Second time I sat down to record this video, not only did I die twice in the combat scene, but I was just signing off after finally doing the combat, and for some reason the video recorder cut out. Anyway, this video should be significantly shorter, largely because, like last time, I really should have done 3 sections. The last bit with the at the Seamstresses Union, I didn't expect that would take that long. So, well, the more you know, I guess. This guy just lets you in. Like, literally the only challenge to this whole area here is that you have to convince this guy to let you in or find a way around the fence. It's a really sort of uninspired puzzle involving stealing a ladder from a hobo. Or if you're a dwarf, you can just find a hole in the fence and crawl in. Not a big deal, though. I mean, come on, if that's like the weakest part of the game is one puzzle. Anyway, here we are at the crime scene of the 5th murder victim of the Emerald City Ripper. Oh wait, I should probably go over here and talk to Dresden and Shannon first. Hey, Mr. Teeth, Dr. Teeth, and the Electric Mayhem. I don't even know if there's an Electric Mayhem in this game. That's like such an awesome band name, eh? I mean, I know it's supposed to be a parody, they're Muppets, but... So this is Shannon Halfsky, and that's her brother in the body bag on the ground. Now, anybody who knows me personally knows that, like, in any game, I try to get laid. Like, I love romantic subplots and stuff. It's neat, especially in role-playing games where you get to sort of, like, go through it. But nobody's having it in this game. Like, you can't... Well, I guess to keep it, like, PG-13, they had no sex in the game. Like, you can't hire a prostitute, but there are prostitutes walking the streets. Now, Shannon wants to conduct a seance and talk to the spirit of her half-brother. And sends you to go get 2 haunted items. But there are 3 haunted items, I believe? Oh, got some incriminating data to sell to the fence later. Now, last video I did twice, because the first time the mic picked up a lot of my breathing, but I don't know, the second time around it still picked up a bunch of my breathing, even though I'm pretty much sitting like I'm sitting now, and I'm about a foot from the mic. Guess the mic's just that sensitive, I don't know. Also, a couple locked doors in here that I can't figure out how to get around. You don't need to. And it's not so much this locked door, but the other one up top because you can see there's actually something that you can inspect in there from the window. And it's kind of like, I want to know what that is, but I can't figure out how to get in. So I'll just hand over these objects to Shannon. Then McClutsky shows up. Being a pain in the ass as always. But you get a whole bunch of karma. So basically what happens here is that Shannon wants to come back tonight, or the night after that, with a couple Shadowrunners and conduct the seance. And to do that, she hands off 4,000 new yen to you. Which is kind of like, I'm kind of a stranger. Like, why would you hand off that much money to somebody that you just met? And like, for reference, getting my cybernetic eye installed only cost 750 new yen. Now, Coyote calls you up and is like, wants you to help her rescue her cousin from a BTL dealer. Like, even if you're like, I gotta get paid, she's like, I don't have any money, but just do me a favor. And I'm like, I like Coyote, I'll do her a favor. There is a, something you can get from here to fence, but it's only if you go through their guns blazing, and my character really is not a guns blazing kind of guy. So unfortunately, this is just getting done for the karma. Hopefully I won't have as much trouble as I did last time. Jeez. But Coyote lets you know that she managed to get a hold of Sam's sister. So there's these beetle dealers. Just let me in. Peiko's with you too. There's Peiko. I've really got to rely on them to get me through this next combat. Because it's actually quite hard. I'm gonna ignore her. She offers you another way of getting in. But really, I can just talk my way in. They actually have a really impressive setup here. Like multiple checkpoints with different lookouts. Then you find out it's the Yakuza. And they send these BTL chip heads after you. Who'll come at you. Should get out my new gun. Nice! Yeah, hey. So far this is actually going really well. Here, you can get closer. Make a double move or whatever. So he takes a shot at Peiko instead of Coyote, who's right there. But I guess she's intimidating with her cyber arm, I guess. I don't know. I was really disappointed with this, with the rules for cyber arms in this game. Because they just give you bonus HP. Like, I guess it could be worse. Let's geek that mage. Sometimes you have to sort of make this decision whether or not you want to spend an action point moving closer or just roll the dice on taking 2 shots. I'd rather roll the dice sometimes. My wife would be like, Neko-chan. she'd be all like, you should play more cautiously. This is why you die all the time. But I'm kind of like, whatever. Play like you mean it. Play like you got a pair. Honestly, like, I say that, but the attitude surrounding War Machine actually really annoys me. Because ultimately, like, War Machine is the most bizarre, cerebral minis game out there. And honestly, it was like around the... Whoa! Forgot that guy had a grenade. It was around the time where people were like targeting their own troopers in order to do splash damage to the enemy. That's when I was like, listen, this is kind of retarded. Stop playing. Yeah. Take that scratch damage. I gotta geek this shaman so that his spirit buddy disappears. Alright, so far this is going swimmingly. I mean, there's a little bit of damage on Coyote, but... There's really only one Yakuza left, and the Decker, who you can just basically walk up and execute. In fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. What? Ah. Lame. Man, when did Coyote become a surgeon with a shotgun? I remember these guys being a lot worse than what they were. Like Coyote and Peiko. Maybe it's just because my Street Samurai was so awesome. Tough act to follow, you know? Man, isn't there any sort of siren alerting this Decker that he's getting owned in the real world? I know there's something like that in Shadowrun 4th edition, which takes place 20 years after the era this takes place in. And even then, this game seems to take elements that make sense and are better for a video game from 4th edition Shadowrun over the stuff that's in 5th. What? Come on. I gotta get punched for another turn. Bam! Ah. Take him out. There we go. Yeah, you can use the decking option so that the beetle junkies that are under control don't take damage, but honestly, I don't care. I know a grenade winged the dwarf, but he seems to be alright. He probably has like 1 HP though. So this is Gino, Coyote's cousin. Who offs himself or attacks Coyote and forces Coyote to kill him. Such a depressing end. But don't worry, next time we actually hire Shadowrunners and infiltrate the NTSB to conduct a seance with Shannon Halfsky. Until then, I am no Moshing. Thank you for watching, and pay attention because we're going to do daily updates of this game until we get through to the end with the face character.